Salamone is here. College students across the state. We're talking about college. You've written this wonderful book. They've just gone back to school a couple of weeks ago, and according to recent stats, only 50% of them will actually make it to the finish line. Is that true?
It's true. It's a shocking number, I know. But here's the good news.
Okay.
What I've learned from my 15 years as a coach to college students is that when freshmen know a few tricks about how to orchestrate a smooth transition to college, they're much more apt to make it to the finish line and get that college degree, and parents can help with this.
Okay, now, Lauren, I'm going to tell you my personal experience. I did not go away to school. I went to St. John's. I was a commuter student. As Kara says, I was a mama's boy. My mother still calls me twice a day, and, you know, my apron springs. When I finally went away, I went to grad school. It was Syracuse. I was 26 years old. For the first 3 weeks, I was pretty miserable.
Oh, you
I was
were.
like, I remember sitting in a cafeteria. I had to go for summer session. I was by myself listening to some song on the radio. I know the changes in life one day. You know you'll go. And I was eating spaghetti by myself, crying. And I was so homesick. So, is that a symptom?
It is a challenging time. Here's the thing, you know, freshmen have moved out of their comfort zones like never before in their lives.
Right.
That's what happened to you, because for you it was grad school.
It was the same as undergrad. I was like, oh,
tough.
lost.
It is. So tip number one is wear an explorer's hat, right? So you've stepped out of your comfort zone, you're crying in your spaghetti, but if you look at yourself as an explorer, then you realize you're on an expedition that has highs and lows, right? So you enjoy the highs, you enjoy the exciting opportunity that is before you, but at the same time, when you have some rocky terrain, you know it's okay. You don't panic and make bad decisions.
And is it okay to come home once a week and a month if you're homesick? Is that, or do you suggest ride it out?
Once a month is good, but you know, you really need to be present on campus to become a part of the community.
Right. And that was my biggest mistake, is I kind of went home every weekend. I was like, and then before I know it, people had formed cliques and friends, and I was like, well, now what am I going to do? So I was a little bit behind the eight ball.
Exactly. You know, the more involved students are on campus, the more successful they are at school. And so you figured that out.
Let me tell you something, resumes-wise, when you go, I tried to get into the President's Club in St. John's in my junior year into my senior year, and they looked at all of my extracurricular activities. I didn't have enough. My grades were like off the charts, but because of my extracurricular activities, I didn't get involved enough. They were like, well, you know, I didn't get in, and I was really upset about that. So get involved.
Absolutely. Getting involved is the best way to become a part of the community.
And there is so much to do. You can get involved in so many different aspects of the campus. All right, you have another tip for us.
Here's the thing, right, there's so many different opportunities to choose from. So what's one of the biggest issues freshmen face? The time management issue. So tip number two, look at college academics as your job.
Right.
That means you spend 40 hours per week between the time in class and the time spent on academics outside of class. And that leaves so many more hours to do all these other wonderful things.
Did you just say 40 hours a week spent on academics?
Including time in class. That actually takes up quite a few hours.
I'm scared by that. No, and you know what? If I think about it, that's probably pretty much how much I donated to my academics when I was in undergrad, even in undergrad.
It probably is. Between labs and longer classes, seminar classes, then it leaves you enough hours outside of that for academics.
But remember, you know, it's like, as much as we like to say, kids have fun, you're there for a reason.
Yes.
It's to learn and get the degree and do well.
That is reason number one.
All right.
But when you plan time this way, you've got time for the other stuff.
And then
tip number three, take advantage of helpful resources. Now, this is a big one for parents. They need to encourage students to find the people on campus who can help them, rather than try to fix everything for their kids, right? No helicoptering. College is a bridge to adulthood.
I like that, helicoptering. That's a good analogy.
Oh, yeah. Well, cool. This is a tough one for parents who are prone to that helicoptering.
Exactly. And I know there are a lot of parents out there like that.
There are, but
hover.
we are empowering our kids when we help them help themselves.
So, for instance, a roommate problem, they should go to the RA. If that doesn't work,
and if that doesn't work, you go up to the dorm room supervisor. If that doesn't work, you go to the director, the assistant director of housing. You can help them go in the right direction, but they should be the ones to do the interactions.
Okay.
That's the gift we give our kids.
You're going to be doing a couple of book signings. The book,
I am. The book is 5 Must-Know Secrets for Today's College Girl. I have a lot of strategies that pertain specifically to issues young women face in this book, because I coach girls mostly. So there are autographed copies right now at the Buckland Hills Barnes & Noble in Manchester.
Oh, great.
And I should also mention that I'll be speaking and signing books at Yale University this coming Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Terrific. Thank you so much, Lauren. We appreciate you coming on in.
So appreciate it.
Success. You have daughters?
I have a stepdaughter and many young women in my lives.
All right, good. Make sure they're succeeding. Kara, take it away.
Yes.